From the day I opened my eyes, I was breathing lies. They came wrapped in lullabies, whispered in my ears before I even knew my own name. They told me who I was. They told me what I was worth. They told me where I belonged and where I didn't. They didn't just tell us lies, they built walls out of them. Schools that fed us crumbs and called it history. Television screens that showed us our faces only when they needed a villain. Textbooks that spoke of kings and queens, but never our kings, never our queens. They told us we came from nothing. They wanted us to believe we were destined for nothing. And these lies weren't accidents. No, they were investments. They were carefully crafted tools, built by people who understood that if you can control a man's mind, you don't have to chain his body. If you can poison a child's self-image, you've enslaved him before he ever grows up. I saw it. I saw my people walking with shoulders bent, not from labor, but from the weight of a history they'd been tricked into carrying. I saw brothers fighting brothers over crumbs while the table stayed full for someone else. I saw sisters measuring their beauty by a standard designed to exclude them. And I'll tell you this, a lie is heavier than iron. It can break your back without touching your skin. It can keep you from even trying to stand up. But one day I stopped swallowing their poison. I started asking questions, and every question became a shovel. I dug past the headlines, past the speeches, past the textbooks. I dug into the words of men and women who refused to bow. I dug into the history they tried to burn. I dug until my hands bled. And what I found was the truth. And once I found it, I couldn't let it go. Because truth is oxygen, and once you breathe it, you will never settle for suffocation again. They tried to bury me under lies, but they forgot I was a seed, and a seed grows in darkness. It learns patience. It learns resilience. It learns that the weight pressing down on it is not the end. It's the beginning. The more they piled on, the more they tried to silence me, the more I realized my voice was my weapon. And when I broke through the dirt, I was no longer the same. I was stronger. I was sharper. I was unstoppable. So, if you feel buried, good. Let them think you're gone. Let them think you've been silenced. Let them think the darkness has won. Because while they're celebrating your burial, you are growing in places they cannot see. I remember standing in rooms where every face was against me. I remember speaking truth and watching the air grow heavy, the eyes turn cold. And I remember realizing that the truth will never be welcomed by those who profit from lies. They will tell you you're too angry. They will tell you to calm down. They will tell you that you're making trouble. But I'll tell you this. The truth is supposed to make trouble. It's supposed to disturb the peace of the comfortable. History does not change because people stayed quiet and polite. History changes because someone was willing to speak when silence was safer. Because someone refused to bow. Because someone refused to be buried. And don't think this is just about race. It's about power. It's about systems that feed on keeping you blind. It's about corporations that profit from your ignorance. It's about governments that keep you fighting each other so you never notice the hand in your pocket. If they can keep you distracted with their lies, they don't have to fight you. You'll fight yourself. You'll fight your neighbor. You'll fight your brother. You'll fight everyone but the ones who built the chains. But once you see the truth, you can't be fooled again. You stop fighting shadows and start fighting the source. And that's when you become dangerous. They will call you radical. They will call you extremist. They will call you a threat. And you will wear those names like a badge. Because the same people who called freedom fighters radicals are the ones who now build monuments in their honor. They hated them in their time and loved them when they were safe, when they were dead. So, if they hate you now, take it as a sign you're alive. Take it as proof that you are shaking the ground under their feet. Do not waste your breath trying to convince everyone. You don't plant a seed and beg the dirt to let you grow. You grow anyway. You keep rising. Because your growth is the argument. Your strength is the proof. Every generation has a choice. Repeat the lies or break them. Some will repeat them because it's easy, but some will break them. And when you break a lie, you plant a seed of truth in its place. That seed will grow into something the world has never seen before. And here's the thing, when enough seeds grow, the lies crumble. They can't hold forever. Truth is patient. Truth is stubborn. Truth waits for the day when it can no longer be denied. So I'll leave you with this. They tried to bury us. They thought the dirt was the end. But the dirt was the beginning, and when we rise together, unshakable, unstoppable, unbroken,